Right, and we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay. And welcome to an unboxing video of Skymines. This is a co-design by Alexander Pfister and Victor Kubilki, although this is based on Mombasa. So if you know Alexander's one of his previous games, Mombasa, this is apparently based on Mombasa. I first heard that they were going to be doing a new version of Mombasa a couple of years ago now, I think. Mombasa, a great game. Really, really like the game. Unfortunately for Mombasa, Mr. Pfister has come out with games like Maracaibo and Great Western Trail since, which I prefer to Mombasa. But Mombasa is still a good game. We're going to be having a look at what's in this one. This is published by Deep Print Games and Pegasus Spiel. Thank you very much to Deep Print Games and Pegasus Spiel for sending me this advanced copy of it. Let's have a look at what we get inside. I've not, apart from taking the shrink wrap off, I've not actually opened it up. We are getting a bit of glare from the overhead lights because it's very shiny. So we have a rule book. Always good to have a rule book. It's quite a big rule book, but there's lots of images in there. We'll have a look more of that later. 32 pages in total. We have a lunar booklet. Okay, we'll have a look at what this is. It looks like a second rule book. Let's just have a quick look at this. Hello, my name is Luna. Do you want to simulate an additional player? Great, that's what I'm here for. Ah, okay. So if you're playing solo, then you need the lunar booklet to simulate another player. But you can also simulate an additional player with 2 or 3 players. Excellent. Right, okay, so that's nice. That's nice. Right, we've got some punch boards. We've got 1, 2, 3 sheets of punch boards. We have the main board. We'll come back to that in a minute. Is it zooming out? It is zooming out. We'll come back to the main board in a minute. We've got some player boards, dual layer, slight warp to them. Very slight warp, but hopefully nothing that can't be fixed. Right, what have we got here? We've got some little boxes. I've no idea what those are, but it looks like we're going to be making one of those. Compartment trays, maybe? I don't know. We've got some wooden components, custom components. These look nice. We'll have a closer look at them in a minute. We've got some other wooden components. 2 decks of cards in shrink wrap. I don't know what these are. Oh, these will be the tracks that go by the side of the main board. Right, okay, we've got them. We've got a score pad. And we have some player aids. And we have some more things that we're going to build. Right, okay. Nice box insert as well. There was a question in my live Q&A last night of which game boxes have the nicest artwork on the insert. Well, on this one, they have basically taken the artwork from the front cover and they have put it on the inside of the box. So that's quite nice. But yeah, we've got a nice insert there. Right, okay, so let's have a look at the game board first. Let's move these out of the way and see what we've got. Okay, it is 2-sided. Slightly different colour. So I'm going to have a look at the rule book, unless anybody knows in the chat why the board is 2-sided. Because I don't think it was based on player count in the original game. Let's have a look. Let's see what the rulebook says. 1 double-sided game board. So there is a moon side and there is a belt side. This is the belt side that we have on at the moment. Maybe we've got 2 different maps for 2 different games. We'll find out. But there we go. What do you think of that? It's a very, very different graphic design to the original, which it should be because this is set in space. For the basic game, leave the following items in the game box. Oh, so there's a basic game where you leave certain things in the box. Place the game board moon side up in the middle of the table. Okay, so the setup instructions are telling me to use the moon side. Yeah. Jenway's in the chat asking, is it going to be released at Essen? I think it's going to be released before Essen. I think so, because I've been sent this copy. This is a production copy. This isn't a prototype. So it is ready. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial and playthrough video on it sometime around the middle of July. So I think, and I don't know, that it's going to be out July, August time, maybe. Oh, let's have a look at these player boards. Right, let's have a zoom in on these player boards and see what we've got here. So we've got 4 player boards that all look the same. I'm not seeing any colour differences between them. And this is very similar to Mombasa with the book track on the right hand side and whatever it was track on the right hand side. And you're going to be putting cards below your player board here. And then when you activate them, you're going to be moving them above your player board. I suspect it is very similar to Mombasa. I don't know how different it is. But the next thing I want to do is, let's just zoom out again, because we've got, if you don't know the game, you basically have the game board on the table, and then you will get these 4 tracks. Now these are double-sided, and they can actually go wherever you want. But in the original game, you would put these on the edges of the board like that. Apparently there's 5. I've only got 4. Oh no, there's a 5th one. I've got 5. Okay. Ah, right. Okay, so you put them on these coloured edges here. See, there's a coloured edge there, kind of a cyan colour. So that will be that company. That will be the purple company. That will be the yellow company. And then you'll have one down here. And for variability, you can use different sides of these boards, and you can use whichever ones you want. So they will go there, and that I think is going to represent the player's influence with the 4 different corporations. Right, so proper storage of the components. The game comes with these folding boxes. Now they're telling me that I'm not allowed to use Ziploc bags. It's actually giving me the boxes. So let's build one of these. Don't think we need glue. Don't think we need glue. So they're going to fold in like that. Okay, then they're going to go up like that. Then that's going to go over like that. That's going to go over like that. Okay, and then that's going to go presumably there like that. There we go. Okay, so you've got nice little storage boxes. These are quite cool actually. Yeah, I like them. So there's a few of these to make, and then you can store the components in them. Speaking of components, let's have a look at some of the wooden components. Right. So we have these. So yeah, custom shaped components. Let's have a look at what these are for. These are shuttles, and you get different ones of those. The other ones are the track markers. Oh, track markers and bonus markers. So I think the symbol is for the different players. Yeah, the players are the red, the orange, the blue, and the light green. So what they've done is they've made it colour blind friendly. And these are not stickers. These are actually holes that go through the piece. They're not black stickers on them. So they're nice. So you've got player tokens, bonus markers, track markers, etc., etc. And then in the other one, I've just noticed that's doing a weird effect. It looks like I've got the filter for the overhead camera on. Yeah, bear with us a minute. I've just noticed this is the same setting as I used last night for the live Q&A. And I've got the green screen filter on. Let me just turn that off. There you go. I've turned off the green screen filter. It was doing a weird thing. Right, these are outposts. So 15 outposts per company. So these are different colours to the player colours. So the player colours are these 4. These 4 are the player colours. And these are the... these are the company colours. Oh, these are helium markers. So we've got helium markers as well. And we've got upload markers with a little arrow. That's quite cool. Uploading to the cloud, I guess. Right, okay. So yeah, some custom wooden components. They look really nice. Let's have a look next. Rob has already ordered it from Meeple's Corner. When, Rob, have they said it's going to be delivered? So yeah, you can pre-order this from certain UK stores already. And if you're a fan of Alexander Pfister, and if you're a fan of Mombasa, it's interesting because I think this is a no-brainer, but there are a number of people who've got Mombasa who said there is no point in me buying this game because it's just a new version. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm in the fortunate position where I get sent copies of games in order to cover them on the channel, but this is a game that I probably would have picked up myself anyway. I do like... I like Mombasa mechanically. I think the artwork and the graphic design is okay, but I like this. I like a space theme. So let's have a look at these cards. Let's just zoom in a bit more and let's have a look at some of the artwork on these cards. I'm looking at the artwork and I'm looking at the graphic design. It seems quite clear. I don't quite remember what this does because it's been a few years since I've played Mombasa. But yes, now in terms of the quality of the cards, these are thick. Yeah, these are good thick cards. And I don't know what size they are for purposes of sleeving. These are not a normal size for sleeving. So yeah, I'll have to look up what size these are if I'm going to get sleeves. But yeah, so these are the cards. We have some more cards here. Don't know what these are. Different things. And then lunar cards. So these are for when you're playing with an automated extra player. Right, okay. So that's the cards. Next is the punch boards. Let's have a look at the punch boards. Let's pop them over there. I'll be putting this away tonight while sat in front of TV. So as I mentioned, we've got 3 sheets of punch board. Let's do Paul's punch test. Okay. Coming out okay. But I'm wondering why we've got these and we've got these. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe these are the one-time bonus markers and these are just the normal bonus markers. Possibly. Okay. This looks like money. Yeah, so it's punching out okay. So we've got a whole sheet there full of money and stuff. And then we've got these. Oh, that's not punching out quite as cleanly. Yeah, be careful with these when you punch them out. They're not too bad, but they are sticking a little bit. Okay. A's, B's, I can't remember. It's been so long since I played it. But yeah, 3 sheets of punch board. Right, okay, let's have a look at the rulebook then. So, as we mentioned, it says to use the moon side, so I don't know when you use the other side. That might be for a different version of the game, it might be at the back, whatever. But there are recommended default setups for your company tracks A1, B1, C1 and D1. And in future games, I think you can just randomise it. Oh yeah, there's a random setup here, which basically you shuffle the track cards. Yeah, I remember now. That's the same. Outposts will go on here. So the outposts are basically like the value of a company. And what will happen is, so the outpost will go on here. And as you expand with that company on the map, you will be placing these, you will be moving these outposts from here. Now, my concern with these is whether they're easy to pick up. You're going to have to pick them up sideways. You can't pick them up that way because they're like hemispheres. So yeah, pick them up sideways. You will be building these onto the board, which shows that that company is expanding. And then what happens is the value of the number of symbols here shows the value of the company. So basically, the more of these outposts that get on the board, the more valuable the company is. And when there is conflict between the companies, so there's not conflict between the players, but there's conflict between the companies. And when one company moves into an area, that company will go back and it would go there covering over a symbol, reducing the value of that company. That's essentially how the value of the companies change as the game goes on. So on these new player boards, we have, this is research track. That's presumably where you put these, which used to be the books. And we've got tanks. So you track helium, you move helium around between the different tanks. Okay. What else have we got? Object of the game. Yep, I'll be having a read. I might actually be playing this weekend. I'm not sure yet, but I'm having a birthday games day on Saturday. And there's a whole bunch of games that I want to get played. This might actually get played. And even if I don't play it, there's 16 people coming over. Well, 15 plus me. So it might get played this weekend. If it does, I will let you know, Patreon supporters on the Slack channel, what people thought of it. And certainly if I play it as well, I will be letting you know. Right, further details. Details of the companies. I still haven't found. Right, gameplay variant. So we have variants there. Oh, there's a campaign. Right, okay, so there's a campaign, Mining the Moon. Different modules, playing the game, Chapter 2, Into the Belt. And Alexander has done a number of campaign modes in some of his other games, which I quite like. I wasn't keen on the one in Blackout Hong Kong, but I thought the one in Cloud Age was quite nice. Chapter 3 is Return to the Moon. Chapter 4, Lurking in the Belt. So this is when you'll use the other side of the cards, I think. Okay, so although it's a 32-page rulebook, we've actually got a lot of explanation here about the other stuff. I think that's about everything. So, as I mentioned, I might be playing it this weekend. The next thing, I'm actually attending a UK convention called Manacon in 2 weeks' time. I will be bringing this to Manacon. So if you are a patron supporter of mine and you are attending Manacon and you want to play it, then just let me know. I will be bringing it with me to Manacon. And then I will be doing an actual tutorial and playthrough of this. I will be inviting some friends around. Let me just check when I've got it planned for. Where is it? Here we go. Because I've got it booked into my calendar and I just want to let you know when it will be. I think it's basically after I get back from Manacon. Yeah, so the Friday after I get back from Manacon, so Friday the 22nd of July, so basically about 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, which seems a long time, but I've got a number of other things on and then I'm away at Manacon for a few days. So yeah, Friday 22nd of July, there will be a live playthrough on my channel of me teaching some people how to play this game. Teaching people how to play this game, and then we'll be doing a playthrough of it. Joe is asking a very good question, what the differences are between this and Mombasa, and right now, apart from graphically, I don't know. I will have to find out when I dive into the rulebook, although somebody on Board Game Geek is probably going to answer that question before I get round to it. Anyway, we are all done, and yes, it has a solo mode. Yeah, so yeah, that's also good. So I'll probably cover the solo mode on the channel at some point as well. Anyway, we're all done. Big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create and you want to support the channel and help fund me directly to continue to make videos, then you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Other than that, this is the last video that I'm going to be doing for a few days because I'm taking the next 2 days off work. Well, Saturday is a day off work anyway. But basically I'm going to be playing games. It's my birthday on Sunday, so I'm spending all day tomorrow and all day Saturday playing games. And if you're a patron supporter of mine, you will be able to watch that. There will be basically a camera in this room as a behind the scenes view of me playing games. Yeah, those videos won't be public on the channel, but it's just my thank you to my Patreon supporters for funding the channel over the last few years and helping me continue to make content. So that's what's going to be happening over the next 2 days. But I'll be back with some other content next week as usual. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.